G'day and welcome to Aussie Vision. We are talking about the first semi-final and we're doing predictions. Now we've seen all the rehearsals.
Always important, isn't it? See how the staging is, see what the concepts are.
Yep.
Some have risen, some have fallen from our original predictions.
Indeed.
Look, let's start with the first group. We're pretty confident about these ones. You can kick us off.
Look, it's got to be Iceland. They've brought what they did at national final and made it a little bit bigger at times. I think it's lost a little bit of its edge, but it's still fantastic. I mean, I love the big hammer. They had those whips and they got rid of them. Thank God, they were awful. But what they've got is still effective. It still stands out. I'd like to see some more on them, but they're sailing through to the final.
I guess that is, from what we've seen, if I have one criticism, a little frenetic with the camera cuts.
Yeah.
But apart from that, they brought the fire, the smoke, it's hell, it's brilliant. Well done.
They'll get it right. It'll be fine.
Absolutely. The next one we want to talk about, we were always confident this one was going to get through, Serbia. Nevena, we always knew she was going to do a brilliant vocal performance. They've added some AR and some effects onto that staging, which really makes it pop. Go sailing through to the final on this one, Serbia.
Yeah, I know. When we put this as one of our confident, I think, top 4 to get through, there was a few people like, wow, Serbia. And look, it could have fallen down with bad staging, but the staging is fantastic. This is elevated. The voice is amazing. She is so
stunning.
Yeah, well, I was going, she's going straight through, but she's stunning as well. And watch out, could be a very high ranking in the final.
Absolutely. The next one we're going to put through is Greece. I mean, we did have a little caveat saying if she got the vocals correct. I don't see any problem with the vocals. They've taken the elements from that very striking video. There is a lot going on and it's very colourful, but I think it does really work.
Yeah, look, I'm not a major fan of the song. I'm not a massive fan of her voice, but this is still going through. She has to nail this vocal, but even if she doesn't, I still see it's going to get through because the song is so good, so I think she's fine.
It's going to be nice to see Greece back in the grand final and with something they can be really proud of.
And the staging is good, I have to admit it, I like it. They did replicate that video and I kind of think I said that they wouldn't be able to do it, and they have.
Yeah, well done, Greece. So I guess the next one we've got in this group we want to put through is
Australia!
We're pretty happy about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I have to say, from the moment the concept started getting spoken about and we started to see the clips, it looks fantastic. Well done to Kate and the team.
I tell you what, last Sunday night, 7 p.m. here, we were nervous wrecks, like worrying about what was going to happen. We had nothing to worry about. What an amazing staging by Kate and the team and the delegation. Couldn't be proud of the effort so far. It's so nice to have some momentum and feeling good about going into the final. No matter what happens, or semis, we're not through yet, but I feel like we should be. But the fact is, we've got something to be proud of. And however, wherever it comes, it comes.
No big dress.
Yep.
That was fantastic, but really the concept really looks fantastic. I guess you have one concern.
Don't drop the microphone. Okay, now I've said it, I've got to touch wood or something. But I mean, she has said she's using that microphone because it sounds better and they can do more with the voice. So you know what, we've got to take risks. We've got her up on a 7-meter pole. Take the microphone, do what you need to do because you're getting everything right so far. And she's a star. She's an established artist. And when you bring an established artist, they can pull this kind of stuff off.
Yeah, fingers crossed through to the final, we hope. Next one we want to talk about is Czech Republic.
Yes.
I think we were always fairly confident with this one. It's a very catchy song. It's one for the kids. Should be pretty friendly to those viewers at home. And they've brought their, like Instagram style type staging.
Instagram?
I don't know, I've never been on that thing. But it looks like it all works. It's fresh, it's young, it's modern, and I think it ticks all the boxes for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, indie pop, they brought that to the video, those lovely block colours that are really in at the moment. They do a great performance. This is through 100%.
Yeah, can't imagine there's any problem there. Now, the last one we want to say is through in the safe basket we're going to put them into is Cyprus. Now, we were super confident about this one pre-rehearsal. I still think it's fantastic. I think it's great. It is very Sacha Jean-Baptiste, let's be honest. We've got reveals, etc. But maybe it's not hitting the heights where perhaps we thought it might have previously.
Yeah, look, she is going to get through and it should be fine. There are a little concerns. It feels a little bit messy at times, including her vocal, but they should be able to tighten that up. I love the reveal. I love a reveal. And I love the little replay thing, the little kind of boomerang effect.
Oh.
That's awesome. I love that too. So there's these little items I love about it and these parts that make me concerned. So I think through to the semi-finals, but if they want a good grand final result, they're going to have to tighten that performance up.
All I see is a few little kinks that can be ironed out, but apart from that, I think all the basics are there for a very good performance from Tabda.
Yeah, true.
All right, so we're moving into the section of the video which is called Mike Told You So. So the next two we're fairly confident we'll be getting through is Hungary.
Yeah, look, I've changed my mind on this. Look, I think it's mainly because others have fallen down, to be honest. He's done exactly what we expect him to do, but done it very expensively, and it looks fantastic. I still think the song is a little, but I think when others are falling down, it's going to stand out. It'll get some televote and it'll get some jury.
Jury appeal tick, televote appeal tick. He is sailing through to the final, as I always thought he would be. But the staging does look very, very good. Gold, black. It's only him on stage, but somehow he still seems to fill it as well. So well done to Hungary.
Yeah.
The next one we've got is Poland. Probably started off a little rough, the old Poland, but seems to like they've brought it.
Yeah, they've got a lot going on, so therefore they need a lot of rehearsals to really iron this out. But they'll get it right by the time it goes out. And it just has a bit of a wow factor. Like, I don't know, I like the turning thing, I like their outfits, I like the way it's shot, the staging looks good, and it's just got that kind of ethno vibe you want. Once you're 5 songs in, you're a bit bored of what you've seen already. Like, I think they're through. I think they're okay.
My major concern was the vocals. It looks like they can smash that, so I have no problem.
I wouldn't say smash. They can deliver them. I think it's okay.
The song is so different. It stands out by itself. Add the colourful staging. I'm not so sure about the faces on the screen.
Yeah.
It's a little 2017 for my liking, but it all seems to come together.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next category. So that's 8 we've put through, Dale. That only leaves 2.
Yeah.
Now, we were on the Estonia bandwagon pre-rehearsals.
We were.
Are we still clinging to that bandwagon because it's been a bumpy road?
We're hanging on at the end of it. I don't think we're on a bandwagon now. I'm very concerned about the song, only because I think look, we haven't seen the effect. The effect is always the killer hero of this. There's been some issues, but they'll get it right. They'll be fine. My overall concern, it just feels like it's lacking a bit of impact, and I feel like other songs have elevated their televote appeal, which that is not good for Estonia. They need to be that 4th place in televote, and I'm seeing it drop, and I'm like, well, what about the jury? Ain't going to come for it. So I feel like it's now got really close to borderline of not qualifying, only because other songs are going to get more televote love.
You're right. It was that green screen part of the Istilau performance which really made it pop out, and they're going for that again in Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be working by all accounts. Remember, he's got to sing the song live and almost be in time with what you see on the screen. That seems to be the issue. If they can iron that out, I still think this has got great televote appeal. You're right, some of the others may be taking televotes away. I still think it's got enough, but they're leaving it late here, Estonia.
Yeah, they're very tight there. Like, hey, let's move on to the ones that you loved. How are you feeling? Are you okay after Portugal's rehearsal? Are you alright?
I'm not the only one that's sort of mourning the problems this one's having. It has been plagued with problems since it's got to Tel Aviv. I have to say, I hate those outfits. It looks like they've recycled some curtains, and I don't like the black facial plates that he's got. I don't know why they've departed so far from Festival de Canciao. It really did pop with those chicken suits. I wonder, maybe that was the problem. But it doesn't seem to be coming together for Portugal. It still might in the end, but where I thought it was going to sail through, I'm not sure they're conveying the message enough.
Yeah, outfits are horrible. Horrible. And not only that, it just lacks all the impact that we had in the Portuguese national final. I won't pronounce it. But I mean, I didn't like the song, but I love those performances, especially semi-final. So you don't even need the big white thing. There just was... The outfits distract you, the dancing's not right, it's just lost its magic and its spark, and it just doesn't look very good.
And it looks like it on screen too. You can see that it's just not popping.
Those plates are just awful.
They've added like 25% to the size of his head.
It's awful. Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
Go and get those other costumes quickly.
I know, someone fly them over. Don't worry about the lighting, it'll look better. Alright, Slovenia. I was on this one to get through.
You were.
And I don't think they've done anything wrong. I just kind of see it now in the 17, and you go through with other people staging, and it just kind of like lacks a little bit where I think it's going to be like low in both jury and televote, and even you could come 10th and 10th and miss out, or 9th and 9th and still miss out. So I'm just worried about this one now, that it's losing that impact where Poland's delivered. Czech Republic's delivered and they're around Slovenia, and I
Yeah.
feel like Slovenia could get forgotten a little bit.
I think credit to Slovenia, I think they've actually elevated what the concept they have. I just still don't know if it's enough. And you're right, you're stuck between Poland and Czech Republic, two pretty high impact songs. This could look like a flat spot.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit worried about where the votes are going to come from, but I was always worried about where the votes were going to come from for Slovenia.
I always thought it was a big jury song, and I just kind of see another couple of, like a little bit like Estonia, but on the jury side, a few other ones getting ahead of it now a little bit. So it's now for me on the edge.
Yeah, it definitely is on the edge. I guess the last one we would talk about, and I never thought we were going to talk about this, but it seems to be the talk of semi-final number one, to be honest. It's Georgia.
Yeah, wow.
Otto has brought the fire and brimstone and icy mountains and everything. It seems to come together really well.
Look, we always knew he could sing and perform.
Yeah.
We just thought the song was so, that it wasn't going to do anything. But when you've got a voice and staging now, you can kind of master the song a little bit there.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing a really good job of that. And even when you've got that kind of Irial kind of backing group come forward, they were so off-putting in the national final performance in the video. Here, the shot at that it works, and he
totally
sings to
works.
them, and the fire and him, he's serving it up. He is amazing in this. It blew me away. I was shocked, and happy to admit we were completely missed the boat on this song.
Well, I think a lot of people missed the boat. I'm going to agree the staging and the vocals are fantastic. It's still the same song, and that could be the weak point for me. Yes, it has elevated from complete no-hoper, but has it jumped into qualification? I'm not entirely sure. I think it could be something like an honourable 11th place again for Georgia.
A bit like a Tamara 2017.
Yeah, I mean, they have elevated it and it looks brilliant, but
Yeah.
is it enough?
Yeah.
It's still that song.
I see that point, because Tamara did deliver everything great, but the song basically let her down in the end.
There we go.
Could be the same thing. Okay, well, out of those four, let's make a call. Your two to get through.
I'm sticking with Estonia. I think they will pull it together, and I see the televote getting this through. Look, I'm sticking with Portugal. I really, really am.
This
I
is
am.
not rehearsed.
I am. I think they can iron out and get the camera angles that's needed for the impact, because it is so good, this song, that it has got jury appeal. I'm a little bit worried about the televote appeal, but I think it's got enough.
Wow, okay, well, that was different than what we said before, but that's fine, this is, as we're talking about it, I'm kind of changing my mind
There
too.
you go.
So, the one I think it's definitely through, and we're only putting this middle, I think Georgia's through. I think this is so good, I think this is going through. I'm really impressed. I think it's got jury appeal, I think the staging has televote appeal, and I think it'll get through. The other one is the tough one for me on this one. Originally I was saying Estonia, and I'm just so worried about them and their televote versus Slovenia. For me, Portugal's gone. And I'm going to say Estonia. I think Estonia will sneak it through, and Slovenia will be the honourable 11th place, Portugal in 12th.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're struggling a little bit, Portugal.
Yeah.
All right, there's a few countries we haven't mentioned.
Yeah.
We think they're pretty much gone.
Yeah.
Let's start it off. Belgium.
Yeah, let's run through these really quickly. Belgium, a lot of people think that they can make that 10. We don't. I mean, I was always a big fan of the studio. It's just so ho-hum, and I don't know what they're wearing, and why do they have drums on stage? Just the staging was all wrong. It needed the staging, didn't get it right.
Where's the new concept here? It's boring. Let's go with one of your initial picks, San Marino.
Thanks for that.
Look, this has ended up looking to me like a corporate karaoke day. It's just not the wow factor it needs. Serhat's not even wearing a hat. It's so ho-hum. Again, nothing new. Boring, boring, boring.
Yeah, look, they needed to really throw everything at this, and this staging is less than 2016, and I thought they were going to bring it, and they didn't. It's okay, but it's just not good enough.
A couple of campy dancers. Get out of my face. All right, the next one we're talking about, Belarus. Xena.
Well, the opposite of San Marino. They need to pare this back. If they've got everything, including the roadies, have left all the things on stage. It's a mess. It's a mess. And the problem was, it's actually really well shot, but everything in the staging is just so much going on. If they had done something close to the national final, I'd be putting them through.
It just needed to be cleaner, and I mean,
It's not clean.
I love Xena. I love her boots are amazing, and she can bring it vocally and everything. She's fine. It's just everything around her. Is just
I don't know where to
mess.
look.
Mess.
Yeah.
I guess Finland.
Look, I think if they brought the box and they nailed that, they could have a chance of getting through. But they're in 3 separate areas with no connection. What are they doing? They blew it. They blew it. Finland blew it.
Forget it. The Earth's dead. Look away, people. And one we all want to look away from was Montenegro.
Yeah.
It was never really there as a song, and unfortunately they have no ideas on stage as far as originality or anything. It's 6 individuals singing, and that's pretty much
Look, I can't wait to see it, but it's always just never getting through, and it's still going to be last place.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
there are our predictions.
They are. Okay, well, thanks for joining us. We'll be doing semi-final 2 tomorrow, and we'll see how right we are.
You will see.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.